Welcome back. Let's talk about Bothell, Washington, because there's 48,000 people that live there, and it could be important to them, and it could be important to you as well. So thank you for joining me, and let's just jump in. So if you're new to my channel, I like to cover a lot of the areas outside of the Seattle city limits in Washington. I just covered Kenmore, I just did Kirkland, and usually I talk about Linwood and the Everett area as well. I like Bothell because Bothell, we actually have two different counties that are inside of Bothell, and it's King County and Snohomish County. So Bothell kind of just straddles both sides of the county. So there's two different demographics going on, as well as there's two different tax codes for any of the levies and such like that. So Bothell is located along I-405, and it's right in between Kenmore, Woodinville, Linwood, and it's just north of Kirkland. Now that I covered that, let's actually go into the demo of Bothell, Washington. So Bothell, Washington, there's about 57% of the people inside of Bothell have bachelor degrees or higher, and they make about $128,000 on medium average in that area. There's also 20,000 household units inside of Bothell. And if you're watching me right now, I'm just changing my settings a little bit. But there's about 20,000 housing units inside of Bothell, and it comes to a little bit over 2.2 persons inside each household, just so you have a general clue of what you're working with. Now that we kind of covered that, let's actually go through the numbers inside of Bothell, because if you come up to me and you say, hey, Victor, I want to buy a house inside of Bothell, Washington, I'd be like, hey, great, that's awesome. There's 84 homes available as of last night that are available for purchase inside of Bothell, Washington. This includes condos, townhouses, and single-family houses, and this is the ugly and the pretty ones as well. But like I said, there's 84 of them in this area. Our average days on market are about 58 days on market, 4 beds, 2.5 bath, and about 2,400 square feet. Average price right now in this area is $1.1 million bucks. Now, this might be important to you, but one thing that I like to cover is also it's over here. This is the price per square foot. Our average price per square foot available on market right now is $477 a square foot. And I'll get into that a little bit later here. But I like to compare this year versus last year, and I do November over November, so you have a general idea of what's available out there and on the market right now and how much prices have changed. Inside of Bothell in this area, from November 2020 to November 2021, it actually increased 12% on your price. If you would have bought it in November, this average house, again, the average house is about 2,200 square feet, 4 beds, 2.5 bath. What it comes out to, if you would have bought it in November of 2020, is about $750,000 bucks. So $752,000 on average. It increased 12% the next year. It increased actually more than 12%. It was 29% the next year. So it had a huge run up, went up about $220,000 in value. The next year in 2022, it actually slowed down, and it only appreciated 0.6 of a percentage point, just so you have a general idea. So the prices stayed about the same, and then in this last November, it actually increased 6%, so about a $60,000 equity change. So we saw a huge run up in November 2020 to November 2021. And that is a huge amount of money, let alone of appreciation. This is not normal, and this was specifically because of where we were at with our pent-up demand and such. Now, I like to also compare the sales volume themselves. That's actually how many homes were actually sold during this time. And it was 167 homes were sold in November 2020. The next year, in November 2021, there was 188 homes sold. And then this is where the interest rates started changing. In November of 2022, we had 104 homes sold. And in November of 2023, the one that we just ended here, there was only 90 homes sold. So as you can tell, the interest rate changes have affected our sales demand, and this is also, one of the reasons why they're actually increasing the interest rates, because they're trying to slow down the market in this area. not just this area, but on a national account. One of the things I like to look at also is the rent to own ratio. I was just talking about this earlier today. If you wanted to buy this house right now, this 2,200 square foot house with 4 beds, 2.5 bath inside of Bothell, it would cost you about $6,600 a month, and this is your taxes without your taxes, insurance, or any kind of special assessments or HOAs. So you're going to probably have to spend another $400 to $600 on top of that. Now, if you were wanting to rent it, it's actually half as much. It's only about $3,700 to rent that house. And again, single family houses are a little bit different on your rental, just so you have a general clue of what's going on. I want to leave you with one thing about this. As you can see right here, the actual sold homes are at $475 a square foot. This is very important because, as you can see, they are averaging about 19 days on market inside of Bothell. Now, when I go back to my first thing that I had here, our average is $477 per square foot, and the average available days on market are 58. So these are specifically, again, this is an average of all the available homes in the market. This is not your market rate for the area. But it gives you an idea that we're getting very close to both buyers and sellers being priced at approximately where the buyers want to, where they're willing to offer for, and what the sellers are willing to actually sell for. Now, I just covered Kirkland earlier this week, actually yesterday, and it was actually 30% more the listed right now versus the solds. So this is, I don't want to get too specific about it. If you have questions on that, you can reach out to me. But this is how I track to see if the market's affordable or not. Right now, Bothell is actually coming into the more affordable way of looking at it, except when you get into the rentals. I want to leave you with my website. It's victorashley.com. You can use it to get an automated evaluation of your home, take a look at listings in your area, or you can also just use it to see who's this guy talking to you on the internet right now. As well as I just want to, give you a quick plug and just say, hey, thanks for, working with me. I really appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a fantastic day.